Well, hey, good morning, friends. Welcome back to Watavue Mountain. Glad you're joining us. If it's your first time here, thanks for checking us out. If you're coming back, thanks for sticking with us. As you returners know, my wife and I love to share our progress as we go from here in suburbia up to our dream cabin that we're eventually going to build ourselves up on Watavue Mountain. Today, not a big project. I don't have the working hat on. It's a pretty small project. We've had old Maggie Mule here for about a month now. I've been driving around the mountain, driving around the neighborhood a little. Beautiful fall morning. Thank you, Jesus, for this beautiful day. But it's a little chilly to be riding in the mule without a windshield. So today we're going to go through this windshield. They say it takes less than an hour to install. Of course, it won't be an hour for you, but will be for us. So we're going to try to throw this windshield on. We'll talk a little bit about why we went with Super ATV instead of something maybe a little bit cheaper, because there are some out there that are about 80 bucks less than this. So when you're talking about 350 bucks or so, 80 bucks is a significant difference, but we'll talk about that. So in the meantime, grab yourself something to drink. Hit that little bell icon over there so you know when we post new content. We try to do it every week just to keep you updated on what we're doing. Hit like, hit subscribe, leave some comments. I'm just learning that the more comments you leave, the more YouTube pays attention, and then the quicker we get noticed. So sit back, relax, enjoy, get you something to drink. Let's get this windshield put on there. All right, let's talk about Super ATV here for just a minute. Again, I really just went on Amazon. Kawasaki, the dealership here in town, really didn't have much to offer. Kawasaki online, they have a vented one, but we really wanted a split windshield. So their one wasn't going to work for us. But Super ATV says right here on the box, designed, engineered, tested, manufactured, all in Madison, Indiana. So to us, it's important to try to buy made in USA when we can. Obviously, we can't always do that. We have a mule. Obviously, she's not made in the United States, but when we can, we do. So for us, it was worth a little bit of extra money. And then once we get this open, we'll talk about, again, one of the other big deciding factors for why we went with Super ATV. So let's get this box cracked open and see what we got inside. Of course, some instructions might come in handy. The split windshield itself. Straps, hardware, and looks like some weather strip in there. There you go, one split windshield in the flesh. Alright, let's start working on these instructions. Alright, first things first, this is the lower windshield, this is the upper windshield. We got a gasket we got to put across here, so I'm just going to wipe that off just to make sure there's nothing on it. There's nothing on this rag. It very specifically says in the instructions, don't use anything on the windshield except for soap and water. So we're going to open this flat gasket, and there's 3 different kinds of gaskets that we'll see as we go through this. But the flat one goes here. I'm just going to make sure we got enough. Peel and stick, pretty simple if I can peel it. This is never my forte. That's not too terrible. Right to the edge. Peel it, stick it. No need to pull it tight because you got plenty to go all the way across. So don't try to stretch it out. It'll just thin out your gasket, and then you won't have as much of a seal in there. There you go. Step 1 is done. If you don't have a pair of these, I would recommend getting them. They sell them on Amazon, eBay, everywhere. These are trauma shears. They cut through everything. Anything and everything. Smooth as butter. Almost impossible to dull. Get you some trauma shears. Alright, let's see what's next. All right, so here you can see we have 3 different seals we're about to put on. I'm sorry if that got real loud all of a sudden. This is a 90-degree bulb seal. So this is gonna go around the sides of the windshield so that this bubble side goes towards the vehicle. Help decrease rattle and squeaks and also give us a little bit of air gap. So that's a U-shaped straight bubble seal. This is gonna go on the bottom of the windshield. So that's gonna help seal the bottom to keep the air from coming up underneath. Also help keep you from scratching up your muley. And then this right here is called the USeal. And this goes all the way across the top edge so that that doesn't squeak and rattle right at the top of the windshield. Doesn't look like there's any particular order that you put these on. They kind of have them all in the same steps in a picture. So we're going to start with the USeal. I'm leaving the white film plastic on there because you can see there's a little sticker over there that says, attention, if you take this off you can't return it if it doesn't fit. So we already threw it up there once just to make sure that it fits, but Murphy's Law says I get all this done, then it doesn't fit and I can't send it back. So that's going to stay on till we're 100% sure once we get these straps on that everything's going to sit in place. Then we'll take the film off. So let's do that. All right, so first we're going to take this USeal, and none of the next couple seals you see actually have any sticky adhesive on them. They just work by friction. So we're going to start right here at the end. And that just slides right on. It's a nice firm grasp you can feel, and then just work it across. There you go. USeal's incomplete. All right, now we'll go on to the bulb seal. So this essentially just goes right along here. Then you just cut it right there and then put it right there. So. Nope, I'm wrong. Wrong one. See, I almost messed up. I need this 90-degree bulb seal. So this is pushing on the back side. And again, just slides right on nice and tight. I think these are wire reinforced inside of here to help give it a little more stability. Alright, there you go, all the 90 degrees in. Now let's do the bottom. Alright, that's it. Wow. And just make sure your seal's all snug down all the way around. And we'll try to lift this bad boy into place and see what happens. Alright, so we're going to put these straps on before we set it up there to hook it up. So handy dandy little Velcro straps, pretty simple. The Velcro side goes, I guess, what would you call the outside? or inside so that you can go around like that. This will go around the roll cage, then it will come back through itself, and then it'll Velcro on itself, and that's what holds it. So I'm just going to set these in place before we lift it, so that once we get it up there, we can just strap it in place, and we're not trying to insert these and hold this thing up. And then we'll just peel this off afterwards after we make sure it fits. So let's go ahead and move the camera, and then let's see if we can get this bad boy on there. All right, let's see how easy this is. So it slides up under the windshield, under the roof. It says it's supposed to rest right here on the dash, so we get a good seal. So we're going to go ahead and just secure this first strap at the bottom, and again, just right around itself. I'm just going to temporary Velcro it there, just to make sure we like everything. Looks good, nice fitment. Might have to come up just a bit.
Are you doing them tight or just?
Yeah, kind of. Just like that. Yeah. All right, our seals all line up where we want them to line up. Of course, we still have a little gap down here, but that's okay. Probably a little gap over there. Gap here in the crease, but that's expected. This comes up underneath the roof. So once Sean gets that bottom one done.
This one's shorter than all the other ones.
Alright, so now we know it fits, right? It's pretty snug right along here. There's a little gap. We might could slide it down a little bit more. We're gonna have to play with it a little. I think the biggest hiccup though for us is gonna be the top here. It fits nicely underneath the roof, but in order to put the top half down, alright, so you gotta push up real hard on the roof. You gotta push that up real hard, and then it flips down like so. So there it is, half a windshield. Let's put it back up, see how hard that is.
That's not so cool.
No.
I ain't digging that.
Leave that. I got no idea. All right, so after some struggling with these straps and trying to figure out the fit, you'll see once we put it up, it goes up under the roof nice, but to put it down and put it back up is quite the struggle. But I'd rather it be too big than too small, and hopefully eventually that's going to work itself out. So right now we're just going to go ahead and peel off the protective layer here. All right, now we'll show you what we're talking about when we put it up. Now when we flip it up, you got to push up hard on this roof. Almost get it started. Maybe if I push from the inside, that'll be easier. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. That might be the ticket. Hope somebody pushed from the inside. And then you just run your straps back through.
Do both of them or just one?
Just one for now.
Well, why do I keep having a problem? Just do it like that?
Because you're not around the pole.
Oh. Oops. That would help.
That helps. And there you go. One new windshield. So I guess the next thing to do is let's take a first spin around the block and see how it does.
Uh-oh, we got stickers?
We got stickers. We got stickers.
There we go. People are going to think we're weird riding around with it holding the camera.
Yeah,
They're going to be like creepers? Not much wind.
I mean, I'm not sure if you can hear me. The engine's kind of loud, but I mean, zero wind. This is 1,000% improvement. So definitely well worth the investment on this. 350, 380 bucks, well spent. So there you go, friends. Pretty easy breezy. Again, we went with Super ATV. One, it's all done in the United States. So to us, that was kind of important, especially, like I said, the price point difference. The other thing, this is 1/4 inch polycarbonate, hard coated, scratch resistant, supposedly won't break. I'm sure we'll get to test that out once we get up to the mountain. So if we have any issues with it, of course, we'll let you know. Super fits exactly like they said. Not super excited about up here on the roof how much we have to struggle to put it up and down, but I'd rather be up underneath the roof a little than have a big gap there and rain or whatever comes in. So we'll kind of monitor that and see how that goes in the future. But overall, it took us less than an hour to do this together. The hardest part is just putting these gaskets on, and I saw a few comments in the reviews. People were like, well, why can't Super ATV just cut the gaskets and put them on? It really doesn't take that long. Get you a good sharp knife, some tin snips, or like I said, those trauma shears, and it just snaps right on. So easy breezy. As you saw on the ride, there was zero wind in my face. It absolutely felt wonderful. It's an amazing investment. I would highly recommend it. If you have one, a UTV of any kind, and you don't have a windshield yet, just go get one. The juice is worth the squeeze on that one. So as always, it's an absolute blessing for us to be able to share these things with you. Even though today wasn't a big project, it's a big step forward for us. Now we can be a little more comfortable when we're out riding around on a mule. And in the hot summer, we can just flip the windshield down. So thanks for joining us. Make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, hit the little bell icon over there. And as always, be safe. We'll see you next time.